involved with the Obama campaign in the fall of 2007. I was at an event very similar to this. I put my name on a ticket when I walked in and left feeling inspired, fired up, and ready to go. A couple of days later, I got a phone call. The person on the other line said, "Hey Becca, can you help Barack Obama become the President of the United States?" My jaw dropped as I thought, how can I help Barack Obama become the President of the United States? This is crazy. So I said yes. This is a very important part of my story, so I'm going to repeat it. Someone called me, asked me if I wanted to help elect someone I believed in to be the President of the United States, and I said yes. The following weekend, I got in the car with 6 strangers and found myself in Christmas, Iowa, having simply no idea what I was getting myself into. I showed up at the office, they prepped me with materials and said, "All right, go knock on these doors and talk to these voters about why you believe in Barack Obama." I thought, okay, this is a little weird, but I can do this. So I was on my merry way in Christmas, Iowa, in November, where the snow was up to my knees, houses were miles apart, it was bitterly cold, and I was knocking on doors talking about Barack Obama. It wasn't any one specific conversation that created an aha moment for me, but rather it was the entire experience itself. As I kept knocking, as I went from one door to the next, I started to get a little bit more of a pep in my step, and it hit me. This is really cool. Here I was, an 18-year-old girl, talking to voters in Iowa about the importance of Barack Obama becoming the President of the United States, because Barack Obama had asked me to. As I was knocking, I realized 2 very profound things. I realized that by asking me to be a part of this campaign, to be a voice in his campaign, Barack Obama empowered me to own a piece of his campaign. The second thing I realized is that Barack Obama believed that everyone's voice mattered, that everyone had worth, everyone had value, and everyone should have a say in this country and the direction it takes. And that's why he sent me to knock on those doors. He needed me to let other people know just that. I could sit up here all day and spew statistics about how knocking on doors, direct voter contact, is the most effective way to win an election. And while all of that is true, and it is why we're going to win this election, it's really not what all of this is about. All of the knocking on the doors and talking to voters about this election. That's not what this is all about. It's about ensuring that everyone becomes a part of this democracy. That everyone knows what matters to them, what is affecting their lives is important, and it should dictate what laws are passed and who is representing this country. And that's what these conversations are about. These conversations that we're having with voters right now are about just that, about letting other people know that they should have a say in the direction of this country. It's also about making sure that they know where to go to vote, about what they need to vote, and that all their questions regarding voting are answered. Anyone can do this, and we need all of you to do this. So, Eau Claire, this brings me to the beginning of my story, the part that I said was important. When I got that phone call, that one that said, "Hey Becca, can you help Barack Obama become the President of the United States?" I said yes. I said yes because I can help ensure that someone I believe in, someone that best represents me, is the leader of this country. We can all help out. Every little bit helps. We can all make a difference. So we need you all, and we need you all now. There are 5 days left to ensure that we have an Obama administration for 4 more years. So I have 2 questions for you, Eau Claire. Do you want to make a difference? And do you want Barack Obama and Joe Biden to be re-elected?
Yeah.
Then we need you. We need you to knock on doors, and we need you to have these crucial conversations with voters over the last 5 days. So say yes to getting involved. Say yes to owning a piece of this campaign. And in fact, don't even wait for us to ask you. Those sheets that we handed you when you were walking out, fill them out, turn them in, and head over to our field office. It's literally a block away down on Barstow Street, and sign up to get involved over these last 5 days. Thank you so much, Eau Claire. It has been my distinct privilege to stand on this stage and to work for in this campaign. So let's work together to make a difference and re-elect President Barack Obama.